Yes, it is I, Aaron from Push Square, and long have I waited to say this. Initiate Order 67. Release all of the Star Wars games.
Star Wars games, often both the cause of and solution to many of life's most heartbreaking moments. Because for as thrilling and exciting as games set in this detailed galaxy set far, far away can be, a year seemingly doesn't go by without, say, a Star Wars 1313 or Untitled Amy Hennig project getting cancelled, thrown into and gobbled up by the Sarlacc pit, never to be heard of again. Fear not, however, because such titles are no good to me dead, and I've received a vision sent from the throes of the Force itself, and I can see that the future of Star Wars games on PlayStation is indeed bright. Yes, looking ahead at the PlayStation 5 release calendar, there does indeed lie a new hope that a new suite of exceptional Star Wars games will almost be upon us. These titles, both unannounced and otherwise heavily rumoured, will be the ones we're discussing in this video. Why now? Well, the Star Wars hype has never been stronger, thanks to the debut of Star Wars Visions earlier this week and more news about Disney Plus projects being teased for November. But why should TV have all the fun? These upcoming Star Wars games are also sure to dominate your destiny. To get the most obvious heavyweight out of the way, it was only a few weeks ago that the PlayStation ecosystem was forever rocked by news that a Knights of the Old Republic remake was on the way, and as a timed PlayStation 5 exclusive no less. Originally developed by BioWare of Mass Effect fame, it's a full-blown RPG in the most traditional sense, letting you create your own character and featuring a turn-based battle system heavily inspired by percentage chance dice rolls. I'll be honest and say that all of KOTOR's aspects haven't aged particularly well today, hence why news of a true ground-up remake is such an exciting prospect. We still don't actually know how close to the original game's mechanics the remake's combat system will be, but it wouldn't be too surprising if the system was completely overhauled for a new generation. The remake itself is being worked on by Aspyr, a team primarily known for their recent ports of other classic Star Wars games like Republic Commando, Episode 1 Racer, and Jedi Academy. Knights of the Old Republic for PlayStation 5, though, represents a huge step up for the studio, who are on record as saying that they've recruited several top-tier industry talent from other renowned AAA studios in order to help out. The recent PlayStation showcase only gave us a small glimpse of what to expect from Aspyr's KOTOR remake by way of a pre-rendered teaser, but veteran players can rest easy knowing that it looks to be doing right by Darth Revan at least. Who is that, we hear you ask? Well, we won't spoil it for those yet to experience the joys of Knights of the Old Republic's narrative excellence and legendary story twist. Just know that this should be on the watch list of every Star Wars fan. I challenge anyone to watch the KOTOR remake trailer, soak up all 1 minute and 7 seconds of greatness, and not get chills. But if you think that's good, then we're only just getting started. If you're after a more family-friendly take on that galaxy far, far away, then LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga should hopefully be launching on PS4 and PS5 very soon. A reinterpretation of all 9 mainline Star Wars movies, it was originally announced way back during E3 2019 and eventually set to come out in October of 2020. The dark side of the Force works in mysterious ways, however, and the latest launch window given is early 2022. So, why the long wait? Isn't every LEGO game just essentially the same? Well, no, not in this instance. LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga is a total recreation of all 9 movies, and not just a compilation of previous games smushed together, as seen in 2007's LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga. This required developer TT Games to seriously revamp their game engine, enough to support new fields of view like third-person cover shooting, freeform space battles, in addition to the ability to fly to any planet at almost any time. It might be a universe made of blocks, but LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga could end up being one of the most ambitious Star Wars games to ever grace PlayStation. The Skywalker Saga is great for those players who prefer their Obi-Wans to be miniaturized, but don't worry, Star Wars games featuring regular-sized people are also about to be abundant on PlayStation 5 as well. While the recent lapse of EA's exclusivity deal with Lucasfilm Games recently ended, the publisher's success with 2019's Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order was immense. A sequel following the continued adventures of young Jedi apprentice Cal Kestis therefore has been all but confirmed. Yes, while Fallen Order 2 hasn't officially been announced by EA, a recent earnings call with investors back in August saw them mention that it would, quote, continue to invest in the Jedi Fallen Order franchise. Now, if that doesn't mean that Respawn isn't already hard at work on giving us new planets to roam and slice through, we don't know what does. Plus, although we know that baby Grogu is probably peak cuteness, surely we as Star Wars fans deserve to hang out with BD-1 again. Respawn's first galactic adventure saw us avoid the pursuit of Vader's Grand Inquisitors while exploring the likes of Kashyyyk, Zepho and Dathomir. And the sequel would be a good opportunity to discover sites new and familiar again in the period set immediately after Episode 3's Jedi Purge. Who knows how far away Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order 2 actually is? If the first game's recent PS5 upgrade is anything to go by though, it'll be more than worth the wait. The final Star Wars game we're absolutely certain is deep in development for PS5 comes from Ubisoft Massive. Yes, the studio most known for letting us shoot and loot through dystopian versions of US state capitals in the hard-trodden Division franchise is also now making a Star Wars game, and well, that's just about all we know so far. Massive took to its website earlier this year to announce its upcoming collaboration with Disney and Lucasfilm Games, stating, quote, "The project gathers some of the most experienced talents in the video game industry and will make the most of our innovative spirit and cutting-edge technologies, including the Snowdrop engine, to deliver a groundbreaking Star Wars adventure." We'll admit that such fanciful language and an even fancier infographic, woo, isn't the most exciting way to announce a game based on cinema's most famous galaxy, but Massive has a pretty impressive pedigree. We can only assume that its upcoming Star Wars game will involve some element of shooting, yet it becomes less of a known quantity when you remember that this is also the studio working on an Avatar game for PlayStation 5. That one is set to launch in 2022. It might be a ways off, but let's hope that Massive's Star Wars game is appropriately massive in its ambition too. Leaping into the more speculative realm of upcoming Star Wars games, and it was just this week that rumours began to fly that Quantic Dream might be deep into development of something Ewok related. Such rumours are more than substantiated too, as several reputable websites confirmed that they've heard the news. Most known for its work as a second-party studio with Sony, working on PlayStation console exclusives like Detroit Become Human and Heavy Rain, Quantic Dream would sure add a different flavour to the Star Wars universe. As for when, well, that's anybody's guess. 2024 maybe, or possibly even beyond. DICE makes good first-person shooters. That's just a fact, and its tireless work on the Battlefield series is evidence enough of that. Having said that, there's no denying that 2017's Star Wars Battlefront 2 got off to a more than rocky start. Fast forward to now though, and it's unabashedly the best way to experience Lucasfilm's universe from the trenches, with plenty of locations, character classes, and weapons that celebrates all eras of Star Wars. This leads us to wonder whether an eventual Star Wars Battlefront 3 is indeed still on the cards. DICE no doubt currently has its hands full with Battlefield 2042, but surely it'll soon be time to jump back into an AT-ST and wreck shop against 50 or so other players. The only holdback would be that so much ground was already covered in Battlefront 2, where does a potential threequel even go? How about a more fleshed out campaign, familiar locations from popular EU material, and perhaps a boatload of new characters? It may not end up happening, but ultimately Star Wars is always a universe fun to view from down the sights of a blaster. And there you have it for all the confirmed or potential PS5 games that make us feel like the future of Star Wars games is very exciting indeed. Maybe there's a potential sequel to an established series we'd missed, or something else you'd like to see from this current gen era of Star Wars games. If that's the case, let us know in the comments below. And if you think that the force is very much strong with the Push Square channel, be sure to leave this video a like and consider subscribing for even more things PlayStation related. Until next time, enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you in the next one.